Good morning. My name's Peter Stoner. We're at the Unitarian Universalist Church on Washington Street in Wellesley Hills. We're at the annual Rummage Sale. The Rummage Sale has been held every year for at least the last 50 years. It was started by a group of women in this church. I believe it's the oldest rummage sale in Wellesley, and every year for the last 20 years I've been involved in the set up and tear down of the operations, and we're here today. It's kind of an overcast day, but there's probably hundreds of people that have waited in line. They pay $2 for admission, and then they go around to the various rooms.
My name's Barbara Reynolds. We have multiple departments, men's, women's, and children's clothing. We have toys, books, games. We start in January soliciting donations from church members, and church members reach out to their family and neighbors and friends, and we begin getting donations in all winter until the sale. A lot of people know about the sale, they look for it and come back year after year. I think it serves a community need, really, really nice merchandise for really good prices.
Some of the more popular rooms are the women's boutique, where they sell the upscale women's clothing. Also the women's department, which takes up the entirety of our parish hall. That's really the place where you see the most people most of the time.
Women's clothing is a big deal because women like their clothing, and they just buy a lot. I think books and toys are very popular because the toys, there's some wonderful toys that go for really, really inexpensive prices. And the church itself gets benefits from having everybody come in and work together. I've known people who joined the church because they said, we came to the rummage sale and we saw how everybody worked together, and it was so wonderful.
I'm Reverend Terry Sweetser. I'm the interim senior minister of the First Unitarian Society of Wellesley Hills. Down the hall, we have the most spectacular rummage sale I have ever seen. And I've been around rummage sales a long time. This is my first year at the Wellesley rummage sale, though it itself has been here over 50 years, and arguably the oldest one in Wellesley. We can't find any records of any others that have been around as long. It's like the Jordan Marsh, the Filene's basement of rummage sale. Incredible organization on the part of the people who are putting it together. Folks everywhere, and the huge crowds waiting to get here. Over 250 people in line. I was greeting them as they came up this morning at 7:30 and just waiting patiently to get in the door. Amazing.
I always look at it as if it's a museum, and I like touring it before the rummage sale opens to learn about the way life was 25 years ago, because a lot of the things, frankly, have been around for a while, like myself.
It's good for the church, it's good for the community. We have different stuff every year, obviously. The committee that does it, if you asked us to do it next week again or next month, we'd say no.
They're antiques, but they're fascinating. So for me, it's a lot of fun, and for our church, it brings people out of the woodwork.